Hello, Neolyfe community. It's Robbie Cochrane here, founder of Neolyfe. Thank you all for submitting your questions with respect to the land claim. We've had quite a number of questions from the community, so really pleased to be able to clarify some things, and hopefully you're all excited for the land claim event. First question that I've had is when will my Neoland be released? It's a really good question. So first and foremost, we need to address the map. We actually did have a first iteration of the map and some ideas for where the lands were going to be distributed amongst the map. However, we did bring on a rather special talent to support us in ensuring that the experience that you would all have with the map, and also ensuring or making decisions with respect to where the land would be placed, was going to be optimal. So obviously that talent is Mihal, who you may have all seen was introduced in the announcements. He joins us from CD Projekt Red, where he's the lead producer of Cyberpunk 2077 and also worked on The Witcher as a producer. So really special talent who thinks a lot about map layout and world building and so on. So when he came on board, we decided to actually delay the release of the map, and that also impacts obviously where the land parcels are placed. So whilst we don't have an absolute definitive set date, we do have some ideas. We would like to aim for probably Q3 to have the map released, and therefore the initial kind of placements for the land. But again, we just don't want to rush that. We want to ensure that the experience is reflective of what Neolyfe should be, and the map is obviously an integral part of that. So again, we may delay that. So please just obviously bear with us on that. We would rather get it right than rush it. The next question from a community member is, can I choose which zone my Neoland will be located in? High level, we still have some zones which are appropriate to the kind of points of interest for any previous land purchasers. So there will be some curation to that, but in terms of whether or not you would be able to select the location within the zones to where the points of interest map, absolutely, that is the intent. We've had to obviously consider a path of least resistance that still is really optimal for users, so that it doesn't detract from goals but still gives users the experience that they're looking for. The next question: will land traded or purchased through a secondary marketplace be recognized if it were merely transferred and not bought directly before the cutoff date? So if you have done a deal that, made a deal with another community member where you've bought land which is, not through a marketplace, that's absolutely fine. We're not looking at marketplace logs, any marketplace for that matter. We're just purely pulling the data from on-chain. So, for example, that data is obtainable on Etherscan and a variety of other sources. And we're literally just looking at who holds the NFTs from that date, at that timestamp of the date provided, which is the 31st of August 2023, meaning that whatever a wallet address owns at that point in time is what is going to be respected as part of this claim event. So whether or not you've purchased from a user not as part of a marketplace is irrelevant to the actual ability for you to claim. Next questions. Why might some people not be eligible for land in Neolyfe? Well, there's a couple of potential reasons, but nothing too major which shouldn't really impact many people. The first would be that if you have purchased some sort of ticket, meaning it's not an NFT in your wallet, if you have not if you did not redeem NFTs to represent land, then you will not be eligible, unfortunately. This may impact a small number of users, but unfortunately we just have no way of tracking and verifying the integrity of any data points which are provided for that. That's why on chain is so powerful. It's immutable data, provable data. But anything that is off chain, either A, is just not obtainable from a data point of view, and B, even if it were, we can't verify the integrity of that data. So unfortunately, if you hold some sort of ticket and you don't hold the NFT, that would be excluded. The second point would be is if the transactions occurred after the date of the cutoff point, meaning if there was a transaction which occurred after the 31st of August 2023, again, unfortunately, there would be that those transactions would not be honoured, because this is at the point where I was no longer a part of any sort of other ecosystems really from that day onwards. And the final question is a really good one. Why is Neolyfe giving me land? The simple answer to this is that from my perspective, as part of my my integrity as a person, is doing everything that I could to ensure that the community who purchased land is still gaining the opportunity to pursue the new vision that I have presented, and a completely new project, funded completely by myself and one other partner, is honoured where possible, as far as we are able to do so. And this is really important for me from a personal perspective, as my commitment to the community who has stuck by me through, and the team through this, the Neolyfe team through a really challenging phase. And equally, Neolyfe would be nothing, or would be very little without its community. You are the ones that are going to be ultimately building the world with the tool that we're giving you. So it's important that you did not feel short-handed as part of what was essentially an uncontrollable separation of event and related or nothing to do with the community per se. So this is why. It is all about honouring the original vision that I presented and the people that bought into that. And I will still stand in front of you as a leader of the Neolyfe team, in front of the community, steadfast in that commitment as far as I am able to do it. I hope that this is really useful for yourselves as the community. I really welcome and appreciate the questions. Would love to see you all engage in the weeks and the months leading up to the claiming event and all the new exciting updates that we're going to give you. Thank you, everyone. Take care.